Osram Rally in the mountains of the Eastern Cape at Berkeley East. The Sasol Rally was wet, the Total Rally was long, the VW Rally was rough, but this rally, this one is scary and fast.
I've always loved these mountains. I think it's got some beautiful scenery, and fortunately the drivers and navigators won't have time to look at it.
The Osram Rally, formerly known as the Border Mountain Trial, is indeed a very special event on the South African rally calendar. Based around the small town of Berkeley East in the southern Drakensberg of the northern parts of the Eastern Cape, the Osram presents a unique challenge to the 40 entries that will be competing for the coveted crown of King of the Mountains. Here, the challenge lies in the smooth gravel roads because they are super fast. Although most of the stages are at a staggering 2,000 meters above sea level that will undoubtedly rob the rally cars of some power, the average speeds on them will still reach as much as 130 kilometers per hour. The rally cars will easily reach their top speeds in the region of around 200 kilometers per hour, depending on their respective gear ratios, and that with frightening drops into the valleys below, never far away.
Well, this is the first time I'm actually coming out here looking at the DVD. It's going to be exceptionally fast.
The one or two hairy ones like Jeringnes Kloof there, you can't put a foot wrong.
Get the speed going through in the corners. That's the most important in this event.
There's technical stuff, there's fast stuff, so there's something for everybody.
You need to focus on the fact that there are no slow corners here, everything's flat out.
I don't normally get too concerned before a rally, and I'm very concerned.
The Osram Rally returns to this region, the mountains here at Berkeley East, for the first time in 4 years. So a lot of these drivers would never have seen these stages. And there are only 9 stages, and we should try and win this event. So the winner here will truly deserve the title as Osram King of the Mountains. To add another dimension to an already challenging task, the first day of the Osram kicked off with a strong wind, making it dusty and cold in the mountains around Berkeley East. Ergen Fekken has a 19-point lead at the top of the championship standings. So will he take it easy for safe championship points, or will he go flat out for the win?
I don't see the need to go slow. I'm going to try and win this one.
After tasting overall victory for the first time during the last rally, and with nothing to lose as far as this year's championship is concerned, Mark Renier will undoubtedly go for broke, and he has a brand new Cashwell Toyota Auris S2000 at his disposal.
Pedal to the metal, and let's see what we've got to throw at them.
With only 3 rallies to go, this is the time for defending champion Jan Habig to decide on the strategy that could earn him a 7th title.
Yeah, I know. After the first stage, it's a very long stage. I think we'll see what's going on.
Enzo Keen may still have a mathematical chance of repeating his 2006 Drivers' Championship, but a victory on the Osram will be more realistic.
I don't really have a championship chance, but I like this event.
Japie van Niekerk still holds 3rd in the title chase, courtesy of 5 consecutive finishes. Johnny Gemmel has shown rally-winning speed all season long, but Lady Luck has not been on his side. Perhaps the title of unluckiest driver of the year belongs to Jean-Pierre Damsel.
Yeah, we have had our fair share of problems, and especially the last one, that was a big disappointment.
Nicholas Ryan and navigator Schalk van Heerden survived an horrific accident during last month's outing in the Eastern Cape. In exactly a month, Ryan managed to build a new car, and with van Heerden still recovering from a badly broken leg, experienced navigator Andre Vermeulen steps in to occupy the hot seat.
I never had an accident. It's gone now, it's gone. Now the new cars, everybody's been pushing. Everybody has put something in, from Toyota Motorsport to Jake that prepares the car, to guys that are shocks, to Greg at Auto Breakers. I mean, everybody's just pushed spares in and odds and ends. That's been fantastic, really. It's a team effort, it's not just me.
This would also be Andre Vermeulen's first time back in an S2000 after this accident in Cape Town almost a year ago.
Yeah, it's one of those events that it's actually a navigator's nightmare.
Those are just the S2000 cars, but on these roads, the N4 production cars could also be right in the thick of things. With 3 wins and a 2nd so far this season, Charles Wilken is leading this battle, but only by 7 points from defending production car champion Visser du Plessis. Husband and wife Richard and Natasha Vaughan have succeeded in upsetting some of the newer cars on a number of occasions and are rewarded with a current 3rd place on the points log, ahead of former production car champion Fernando Rueda. Paul Pfeiffer has a win under his belt this season and should now be used to his brand new ProDrive Subaru Impreza. And it's only a matter of time before Heinrich Latergan turns his excellent pace into a great result. So who will survive the mountains and claim production car glory?
Obviously me.
We're here to protect our lead in the championship, that's what we're here to do.
Charles has got an advantage at this stage. Odds are in his favour. He needs to DNF, or I need to put people in between me and him.
So I think we might scare a few guys today if we have a good rally.
In the top two-wheel drive category, or Class A7, Chris de Wit still has a comfortable lead, but he will have to watch his back to fend off the challengers from Tien Schubert, Michael Otto, Evan Hutchison, Adrian Karth and Guguzulu. Class A6 has developed into a great tussle between the current class leader Craig Trott and up-and-coming drivers like Mohammed Musa and Stefan Wilken. Musa will also debut the brand new Toyota Auris in this rapid front-wheel drive class. In Class A5, and in spite of rolling twice this year, Andre Kleinberg is still ahead of very determined young drivers such as Chad Conradi, Dave Compton and Steve Mearns. And what a great title fight we have in Class N3 between current leader Rodney Versaghi, former leader Costa Komotarakis and the hard-charging Etienne de Toey. After winning this class on the previous event, the Ford Fiesta of Etienne Lourens will be a major threat. In fact, Lourens is a former overall winner of this event and will start the Osram Rally as Class N3 favourites.
That was a great year for me. It was fantastic to win the event. It was tough though on the day. It was 14 seconds between myself and second place.
This is the start of the challenging and demanding Osram Rally in and around Berkeley East and the start of a fast and furious adventure for the 40 teams.
As championship leader, Hergen Frecken will once again be the first one to find out just how fast these roads are going to be.
He was followed by the father and son combination of John and Douglas Williams in their S2000 Polo and the Toyota Runex of Jaapie van Niekerk. As the fast and smooth gravel roads of the Osram Rally are also slippery, it will be somewhat of a disadvantage to be one of the first cars on the road, as these drivers will have to sweep the roads clear of all the small loose stones that make it so slippery. Stage 1 of only 9 in total is a 43-kilometer affair north of Berkeley East. With a name such as War Trail, one could only imagine what the battle on this fast stage is going to be like. Expect to see stage times of around 22 minutes for an average speed of 120 kilometers per hour. Championship leaders Frecken and Aris knew that the title is far from wrapped up and set off with the objective to add another victory to their tally of 2 in the BP Ultimate Volkswagen Polo. As the first car on the road, they found it slippery and used every inch of the road to record a blistering time of 22 minutes and 4 seconds.
There's a lot of loose material on the surface, and then go a bit wide, then you really battle.
The Williams Polo of John and Doug drew the short end of the stick that forced them to start second on the road and crossed the flying finish in a respectable time of 22 minutes and 31 seconds. This is Jaapie van Niekerk and Robin Houten's first year in the top S2000 class, and what a year they are having. Van Niekerk got his challenge underway with a solid drive on stage 1.
It's the first time in this car that I'm really going fast, you know, so yeah, I can go faster.
Enzo Keane and Guy Hodgson have seen these fast mountain roads before, and with the experience of Hodgson reading the pace notes, Keane completed stage 1 in a fast time, but not as fast as he wanted to. A broken bonnet catch caused some concern as the bonnet was flapping about in the wind. Keane was unsure if the bonnet would stay in place or crash into the windscreen at 180 kilometers an hour.
Oh, we struggled. The bonnet flapped open and was very intimidating at speed. Just waiting for it to come over.
As the leading production car driver, Charles Wilken and Greg Godrich regularly mix it up with the S2000 machines in their Sasol, Konica Minolta Subaru. At these high altitudes, the turbo production cars also suffer from a lack of air as the engines have to breathe through 32mm restrictors. Wilken's time was 22 minutes and 46 seconds.
Wasn't quite honoured in that stage.
Behind them, Johnny Gemmel and Zimbabwean navigator Peter Marsh were on a charge in their Castrol Toyota. Gemmel has been knocking on a victory's door all season long. The fastest time so far was 22 minutes and 4 seconds set by Frecken, but Gemmel crossed the flying finish in a blistering time of exactly 22 minutes, taking the early rally lead by 4 seconds.
It didn't feel good. I think the altitude, there's not much power, but we made the most of what we got.
During the previous event, Jean-Pierre Damse and Kobus Frey only lasted a couple of meters before the gearbox in their Team Total Evolution Runex snapped. This time, he completed stage 1 without any problems. Defending champions Jan Habig and Douglas Judd were next on the road. Their BP Ultimate Polo reached the end of stage 1, setting the 9th fastest time in the process. This is the moment that Castrol Toyota fans were waiting for. The debut of the brand new Toyota Auris S2000 in the hands of previous rally winners Mark Cronje and Robert Paisley. After months of homologation-related paperwork, followed by late nights building the new car, Cronje finally had the chance to drive the new Auris in anger, and he did. Their time of 22 minutes and 14 seconds was the third fastest over the 44 kilometers of war trail.
I'm a little bit apprehensive. The car's hanging its tail out quite easily, and it's quite nerve-wracking with these high speeds.
War trail would have been Nicholas Ryan's first stage back behind the wheel of the Phillips Runnix after last month's accident. Unfortunately for Ryan, the Runnix suffered a puncture, costing them almost 5 minutes.
I'm a bit cautious. We had a bit of a moment here now, but Andre's fine. Andre's fine.
The revelation of the season so far has been the speed of Hein Latergan and Johan van der Merwe. Since moving from a turbo diesel Golf to the Steve's Auto Clinic Subaru, Latergan has become a thorn in the sides of many production car competitors. He set the 10th fastest time on stage 1.
Charles beat us by 10 seconds, it looks like. I think we were a bit cautious the first bit. We got a bit of rhythm later on, but I'm happy.
Behind Wilken and Latergan, a battle started to form between the rest of the Class N4 production car drivers. Paul Pfeiffer and Cindy Harding in the Nobili Subaru completed stage 1 a mere 3 seconds faster than the Pertex Subaru of defending production car champion Visser Du Plessis and Gerard Snyman. Johnny Gemmell opened his account with a fine stage win over Fecken by 4 seconds, with teammate Clonier occupying 3rd position on the early leaderboard in the brand new Toyota Auris. The Polos of Keane and Williams were 4th and 5th, with Van Niekerk and Damso in a tie for 6th. Wilken was the leading production car, and Latergan completed the top 10 after stage 1. After Ward Trail and back in the service park, it was time to do final preparations for the rest of the day. After the break, the Osram Rally continues with fast and furious action as the teams try to keep their cars on the fast and dangerous roads of the... But the 20...